Hi, I'm Anastasia Eden from KindEarth.net, and I've just made a delicious lentil cottage pie from the KindEarth Cookbook. I've been making it for years, serving it on retreats and for family and friends, and it's very popular, it's nutritious, it's very satisfying, it's an excellent food to serve to people who maybe are quite new to plant-based foods. So let's go have a look. This nice, sweet, earthy thing going on with the mushrooms and the leeks and the garlic. So you can just put that to the side and put the lid on while you prepare the rest of the ingredients. So I've got my lentils, my water. I'm going to use a bit of chopped tomatoes and passata. You can use either or, you can use whatever you have available. So if you have passata, which is also called sieved or strained tomatoes in North America, I think, you can use that, which is my favourite thing to use. If you don't have that, just use chopped tomatoes or tinned tomatoes. I'm going to put in some ground coriander, some onion powder, nice bit of ground cinnamon, some coconut sugar. If you don't like any of these ingredients, just leave them out, swap them out, it'll still be really good. As long as you get the main things in here. We want a nice big twist of black pepper. And then we want to use some shoyu. If you don't have shoyu or tamari, which is like gluten-free soy sauce, then just use a little bit of sea salt to taste instead, and it'll be absolutely perfect. I've just sauteed this for a little while, then I left the lid on, and look at all those nice earthy juices coming out. So you want to pop that in there. Now if I had a bigger pot with me at the moment, I would have done it all in one big pot just to save up on washing up. But there you go. So the good thing is you can do a double batch and then you can freeze some, which is a great thing to do. So this is going to serve about 10 people, 10 nice generous portions. And then we're going to put that on the heat. Now some people do like to put some extra little veggies in here, like a little bit of courgette or a little bit of carrot, but this is pretty much good to go. So once it's come to the boil, you want to turn it right down to a low heat and leave it to do its magic. You can stir it a few times during the cooking process. And then after about 45 minutes, you'll find that everything has absorbed. So you've got this absolutely gorgeous cottage pie base. And often what I do is I cook it maybe for half an hour, 40 minutes, and then just leave it on the side for a couple of hours, and then it just allows the flavours to dance. So it's like if you want to do it ahead of time and you're not quite ready to make it all up, you know, don't be afraid just to leave it there. And then what I want to do is add a really big chopped handful of fresh parsley. It's just something nice, it's entirely optional, but it could be nice just to have those speckles of green and that nice fresh herb infusion right at the end there. And then I'm going to pop it nicely into an oven-proof dish, and I have enough for 2 dishes here. You know, if it's a little bit deeper, just make sure when you put it in the oven, you just cook it that little bit longer, just to make sure everything's cooked all the way through. What I'm gonna do is chop some organic potatoes up into small chunks. And because they're organic, I'm actually gonna leave the skin on as well. So most types of potatoes will do nicely for this job. There you go, and when you can easily pierce a fork, you know they're ready. Strain off the water. Okay, so your potatoes are nice and soft. You can mash them in different ways, but you want to add a bit of sea salt, a bit of black pepper, and then some people add like different plant-based milk, or some people even use vegan margarine. I like to use a bit of coconut oil, just to give it a bit of yumminess, and a dash of plant-based milk. I like to make my own plant-based milk, but it really doesn't matter what you do. You just want something just to help cream it up a little bit, and then you want to mash it until it's nice and creamy. And parsley. And I just want to mix that in there. So there you go, you can see how gorgeously creamy that is. And then when you're ready, you just want to get the mashed potato. I like to put it around the edges first. Otherwise, if you put it in the middle, it kind of pushes the filling to the edges too much. And when you've popped it all on, you get your fork, spread it out nice and evenly. And then you want to make these gorgeous little indents with your fork, and what's going to happen is that's going to bake it so that you get nice crispy edges where the fork marks are.